Hey everybody, Panther 0822 here. Wanted to do basically a test video, kind of see where things are at. I've had to record this multiple times. I've tried multiple setups. I'm using a Canon T3i at the moment. I'm keeping it. If you keep watching my eyes go down, it's because I'm actually watching the timer just to make sure that it's still recording. Because the last recording that I just did was caught only about 3 seconds. Not so cool. So this one should hopefully be much longer. Anyways, let's kind of get into what I wanted to kind of go over for this. This is mainly a test video. I really want you guys to actually let me know how the audio sounds as far as everything goes. I want to know how well you can hear me. So let me know in the comments below. And then I just want to give you some heads up. Went and saw Star Wars Rogue One. I'm going to be doing an individual video for that. I did one last night off of my iPad while I was just in my Jedi outfit, and sadly that did not upload to Twitch. That was really sad and disappointing actually, because you guys probably actually would like to see me in my Jedi outfit, but another time. I love cosplaying. I love Star Wars. I love Star Trek. Sadly, I need to get a Star Trek uniform. Sad day. Anyways. Excuse me. Yeah, so we'll be doing a Rogue One video. Just an individual one. I'm going to give you a couple of fair warnings as far as that goes. I'll more than likely actually do spoilers. I hate spoilers. Spoilers drive me nuts. They really do. I hate it when people spoil a movie for me. That being said, it will be a review movie. I will go over some things, and I honestly will probably spoil some things for you. So if you have not seen Rogue One and you're watching this, wait to see Rogue One, then watch my next video, or more specifically, watch that video, so that you will have actually watched Rogue One, and then you can actually watch my opinion of it. I might see it a second time. My wife and I were talking about it as far as our thoughts, our opinion. I've had a day to actually sit. I gave an initial impression of it yesterday, which was actually very high initial opinion. Every time to think about it, my opinion, well, like I said, I'll be doing a video about it, so I'll let you know my opinion on that. Anyways, the other thing I wanted to let you know is that I have a Facebook page and I have a YouTube page. Those are under my actual given name. Panther 0822 is my gamer tag that I use when I'm on either Xbox or PlayStation. I am actually more of a PlayStation person than I am an Xbox person. Xbox is fantastic for its particular niche market. However, Xbox has a tendency, Microsoft has a tendency to focus in a particular area with their technology, and it is not always a direction that gamers either want or are willing to initially go. And it tends to bite them in the ass horrendously. The Kinect is a very good example of this. The Kinect was kind of testing ground for in-home virtual reality setup. The Kinect, the concept was fantastic. It was a great idea. They fucked it up. They needed to add either additional sensors, or they needed to add a second Kinect that ran a longer cable so that you had one in front and one behind you. You needed one to catch your front motion, and then you needed one that was in back behind you that actually could capture your back and could actually capture your motion. Or again, they needed to enhance and do better sensors or more sensors in the initial Kinect, but they fucked it up and they didn't do that. And then the Xbox One came out with a new Kinect, and for the most part the Kinect turned into more of a glorified voice controller. Again, Microsoft, a great concept. Great concept. They fucked it up. The other problem that they had, and either it was just a lot of the game developers said, hey, you know what, we're not going to make a game that is Kinect supported, which is possible, which is why the main reason why the Kinects really haven't gone anywhere. Or a lot of the developers saw the same thing that I did as far as the potential goes. However, they decided to, because Xbox didn't do what they could have done with it, anyway, yeah, I'm more of a PlayStation person. I haven't done any of the PlayStation Move stuff, so I cannot speak to that. That will be changing. My next step right now is to get a capture device so that I can start recording my gameplay. I'm going to be doing older games. I'm going to be doing older games mainly because it's really what I have. Two, I watch a lot of I watch a very, very small percentage of YouTubers or Let's Players. I honestly watch maybe 1% or even less than 1%, but and the stuff that I've seen, the particular games that they have played, either A, they're not a huge particular fan of the particular types of games that I like to play, which is cool because that's what makes Let's Plays unique and cool, and that's what makes everything awesome. But again, they don't do the games that I like to do. So, and that's why Let's Plays are so successful, is because everybody is different. Everybody plays different games. Now, don't get me wrong, Let's Players do play a lot of the same games. There are a lot of Let's Players where they overlap a particular game. They'll play the same game. And people watch it because the way that I play a game versus the way that somebody else plays the games is very different. And the way that I do it may be enjoyable for you to watch, but it may not be enjoyable for somebody else to watch. So, like this video, I'll be doing actually a test video with a game that I will more than likely be doing the original Dragon Age as my test video because I love the Dragon Age series, and Dragon Age is phenomenal as a series. I love it to death. My wife prefers the third game. I love the third game. The third game is fantastic. I like the second game a little more because of the storyline. But again, that's what makes everybody unique and makes the Let's Play experience so unique and different and beautiful. So, it'll probably be Dragon Age. It might be something else. But it'll definitely, it might be actually one of the Knights of the Old Republic by KOTORs. It'll probably either be the first or the second one. It'll depend. Again, like I said, I haven't decided yet. A lot of it is I've got to get the rest of the equipment I need to start doing this. So at the moment, I'm going to be doing vlogs about just different stuff, about stuff that comes into my head, things that I find relevant or not relevant, and things like that. So that's kind of what's going to be going on as far as me and what's going on. So let me know your thoughts and comments below. I'll be uploading this up to Twitch, and I'll be uploading this up to YouTube. I do actually do photography. I would be considered an amateur photographer. I'm not a professional photographer, although the shots that I take, especially over the most recent, the way that you would look at them, you would definitely think I am a professional photographer. I guess I could be considered an amateur professional photographer. I guess that would be probably the closest correlation. I do photography. I love photography. Photography is beautiful. And everybody has their particular niche as far as photography goes. Photographers, you have a lot of different photographers, but they typically tend to do the niche stuff because the niche stuff is what pays the bills. Let's be honest. Whenever we're doing something, we do it because either we're doing it for the fun, and we hope it'll turn into something else, or we do it with the intention that we're actually going to be making money. To be clear, I'm doing this for myself. If it becomes to the point where I'm doing this and I gain enough following and I gain enough things to where I'm earning an income, that'll be fantastic. It'll be a very large blessing, and I'll be happy. That being said, that's not the purpose. The purpose is for me. I have some disabilities. I honestly, after redoing these same videos about 5 times now, maybe a little more, I've come to realize that as much as I dislike sharing certain things and putting it out there and onto the internet for everybody to see and hear, it might actually be relevant because what's going on with me, I have some disabilities, and I'll make an individual video about that. It'll probably be a pretty long video. It has been actually recommended that I do the videos for my own mental health from my doctors. and everybody else. Everybody else says, hey, you know, it might be really helpful for you to make videos. If you post them, great. If not, that at least you made them. It's the same thing as far as when you talk about goal setting, or when you talk about when you're really angry with a person, you write it down. You may not tell them, you write it down. You write it all out. You write an angry letter. A lot of people think that's a bad idea. It's actually a brilliant idea. It's a really good idea. Jack Canfield actually talks about it in one of his series that I have. I don't have a lot of Jack Canfield stuff. I love Jack Canfield as well. By the way, he didn't pay me for any of this, just so that you know. Any shout outs that I give, I have not been paid for. They are of my own volition, and it's because I love them and I want to support them in my own way. I do not have a lot of money, but I can do things for free to bless other people. So the things that I can do, I'm going to do. The things that I can't do, I'm either A, going to go, okay, I can't do that, or B, I'm going to go, why can't I do that? And if it's something that I can't, because I'm asking why can't I, then I might actually be able to go, oh, I can do it, but I have to do X. There has to be a path that I have to do it. And the way that you set that path is through SMART goals. And if you're familiar with SMART goals, you'll know what I'm talking about. Those of you who don't, I'm not going to spend the time in this video to go over SMART goals. Honestly, because I don't know enough about them. I can give you the general framework as it's been taught to me, and I'll do that in a different video. But that's where I'm going. The end of the year is about 2-ish weeks away, thereabouts. So in between now and then, I'm going to be putting together what I want to do. For the most part, it will be video logs. Like I said, I don't have the rest of the equipment. My wife on her computer has a software that is a screen capture, so I might actually be able to put that on my Mac and play through some Knights of the Old Republic and upload those. And if I can do that, I will, because I love the Knights of the Old Republic games. They're fantastic games. Like most people, sorry about that. Looks like my recording stopped, so I'm going to have to go back through. Anyways, goal setting. I'll have some stuff set up by the end of the year, so starting January, you should see kind of a loose schedule as far as video releases go. I'm going to be working with my wife on that because we live in a townhome, so a lot of the stuff is we actually have to arrange things so that she's not going to walk in on me when I'm doing a recording. So I'm going to have to do that. Anyways, I've got to go back through, see how much of the other video, and then I've got to upload, combine this with the other one. So I'm going to be doing what I can as far as that goes. So anyways, catch everybody on the flip side, and peace out.